Oh, we're going to talk about PayPal here today. And look, obviously, I don't think there was going to be in hindsight, there's not a better short opportunity. There wasn't one this morning. But the truth of the matter is sometimes you don't have a setup for it. And if you're not looking for that short, what is it that you're going to do? You got a unique situation. Because of how far PayPal fell post earnings, I actually have up here, this is a 1 month chart. A lot of times I'll put up like a 15-minute to look at levels or maybe even a daily chart. I'm going back a month just so you can actually see this breakout here. And this is 2019. Look at us right at the end of the year, beginning of 2020 as well, getting that massive bounce here just before May. And it's like 125. That's the only price I could find as far as we're down that's of significance. So a couple of problems. One, you have this monster flush that you're like, where do I try to find a bottom? I don't have the short idea. I'm shorting 3 or 4 other names. I wanted to catch a bottom because the risk to reward seemed like it would be so good at some point. But 125 never comes. So the one level, it's like, okay, we'll stick the bid out in front of it kind of no matter what, never comes into play. So at this point, you're just looking for a trend reversal, momentum to slow down. And in that case, instead of guessing where it's going to be ahead of time, I simply wanted to react to the price action. So, I'm sitting it out as it has a curl. It's only at 135. That wasn't far enough. I wanted to see an actual capitulation in the morning. That's what you see. Like the first consolidation, you sit it out. The second one, huge downward move to about 130. It's also an even dollar level as well. Bounces off of 131. Gives you a consolidation. Grab the long at 131. And as long as it holds 130, I feel like we're going to be good here. So I scalp out inside of the range thinking, going to have to try to reload in front of that 130 level. And what happens? The second we're in 130 on the live show, it didn't take very long. We got the reload at 130. We're out instantly. Now remember something about these key levels. Maybe it's not 125. In this case, it was at 130. It works in both directions, whether it's fail break to the upside, trapping longs, and you want to jump into a short. Same principle here. When you're looking at a capitulation off of the bottom, you've got to be aware. If I had a stop there, and a lot of other people had a stop at 130 that were trying to catch this long, well, it might be relieving a little bit of pressure. And if that's the case, and you see it make that wick, cannot get through that next dollar, reject that next dollar, and snap back to the upside. That's the key. The bid just snaps right back. Liquidity vacuum on the break, snaps back to the 130. That's a re-entry. You put the same trade on. You've got to be able to suck it up. Yes, you just took a hit. It felt like it was going fine, and now you've given that first long back, taking the hit. Setups right there, and you've got to take your best setups. That's a fail break off the bottom. You're entering at essentially the same price off of 130, and then you get the upward move. You're going to scalp them out in the same bottom end of the range, take a couple of bucks there, and then from that point on, I actually had a target thinking we're going to get into this cluster, that 134 to 137. I said, let's let it enter this cluster, find a reversal in here, and try to get up at the top. That doesn't happen either. At the time, we kept resisting what was VWAP here at 134. One time, pull back, hold the top end of this previous range, and bounce back to the high. At that moment, the market was putting a bit of a turn. We had gotten to VWAP again, and I said, we're running out of steam. We've resisted VWAP once. This is the weakest stock in the market that I can find. Let's just take our profit and run. Ultimately, it never gives you that shot at the higher end target. And as a matter of fact, so long as you take your profit and run, you're now able to come right back to that low of the day at 129 and start scalping off the bottom, which at lunchtime is a little bit more structured than I'm doing so right here. We'll see what happens going into the close, but PayPal, wow, that was a heck of a short if you had it off the top. But once it was going down that rapidly, had to find a way to both be patient and structure a long trade that could work. It's not easy. We've had losers on this. Like I was trying to catch bottoms on General Motors that lost. But this one fortunately worked out. PayPal, what an unbelievable mover today.